Hey my loves, how are you? This is Coco Bonds here coming to you. I know with a late video, but been kind of busy, been planning actually a short getaway road trip by myself. Yay! So I just wanted to come to you and just show you maybe a few clips on my road trip. Not much in the car driving road trip type thing, but just like what I'm going to be doing when I get there. And yeah, probably won't be showing you like my room and stuff like that, because once I got in my room I was knocked out, sleep, lounging, all that good stuff. So anyway, this is also to let you know, when you go on a road trip, you probably don't have to take much like you do when you're going like on a cruise or something like that on a big vacation. I just took a duffel bag for clothes, actually 2 duffel bags, and they were small duffel bags, carry duffel bags, and just brought, clothes. I was going to be there for 4 days. So, and I went to San Diego. Yay! So anyway, let me show you a few clips on what happened and what was going on. So I'll be back with you shortly. Talk to you later, my loves. Bye.
And sailors and so on, but it's really quite an amazing ship with lots of historic aircraft on board. Just when you think that ship is huge, those ships out across the water, the active aircraft carriers, they're quite a bit bigger than the Midway. Keep your eyes to the right, you'll see an outcropping of trees and a big statue of a sailor kissing a nurse. Now that statue, typically lots of people are taking pictures of it because it's really a picture or a statue of a famous photograph that was taken at the end of World War II. The statue was a sailor, a photograph, I should say, of the sailor who was so excited the war was over, he grabbed the nurse, he kissed her. Mr. Horton. One day I was telling that story, and he's a guy, he couldn't have been more than like 17 or 18 years old. He got off the trolley and he goes, "Goodbye, Mrs. Horton." It's so cute. I'll never to this day know, why did he think that, That's so cute. Everybody in the trolley laughed at it, like a whole full trolley. Cards. If you ever see a postcard from the Gaslamp Quarter, they always put that sign in. Now to the left, a building that's not 100 years old, the Hard Rock Hotel, was only built about 13, 14 years ago when it opened up. But they made the building look a little bit older when they built it, so it blended in nicely with all the old buildings. Alright, so there's our convention center one more time, stretching out to the right, stretching out to the left. The convention center, home to Comic-Con. The biggest convention we have all year long in San Diego. Comic-Con, of course, celebrates comic book characters and superheroes. So picture about 135,000 people down here. Most of them come dressed in costume, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Star Wars characters, Star Trek, you name it, dressed up in costume. Welcome to Coronado. They might know this, we're going to go to a town, but this was really very a barren place. So they planted planted orange trees on either side of the railroad tracks and called it Orange Avenue. But the jackrabbits that were here sure liked those orange trees. They liked them so much they pretty much ate them. They pretty much killed off all the orange trees, so they planted palm trees instead. The palm trees are still here, looking quite lovely. Jackrabbits don't like palm trees. They left them alone. Now they were trying to kind of build a luxury, more of a tropical look. That's why they planted the orange trees first and then the palm trees. You know, when you got barren land and you want to transport people to this hotel, you want to make sure it looks pretty good. The hotel was built, opened up on Valentine's Day of 1888. And so the railroad tracks would take the people from the ferry landing back behind us all the way down this main street to the hotel. The hotel opened up in 1888 courtesy of two gentlemen that came here from the Midwest of the United States. One came from Chicago, that's where I'm originally from. One came from Indiana. They were both very wealthy, but they came here initially in 1885 to hunt and fish. They were sitting on the beach one day. We call it the Baby Dell. Now that house was once on the mainland. They picked it up fully intact, put it on a barge, and took it here to Coronado. Swapped it pretty much right in front of the Pacific Ocean. And here we are, made it to the West Coast. I get the feeling the sun is trying to come out. What do you think? I see little splotches of blue up there in the sky. Well, that strip of land way out there, that is Point Loma. So the Navy base, I think, is kind of on either side of the very tip there, but it's also the Cabrillo National Monument at the very tip of that. And I went out there yesterday on my day off because it's the 100th birthday of the national parks. So I got into the Cabrillo National Park for free. It's a great lookout spot, and then you go past a lot of the military down there. And this is the Coronado Beach, consistently ranked as one of the top 10 beaches in the United States. So much to talk about, I don't know where to begin sometimes. Way out there in the distance, you can actually see some islands. Those are called Los Coronados. Now, Los Coronados, or Coronado means the crown. This area once all claimed by Spain. Those islands are actually in Mexican waters. I think they do some research up there. But straight ahead of us, that is the red turreted rooftop of the famous Hotel del Coronado. Now we're going to come around the back side of the hotel, but you're more than welcome, like I said, to walk over to the hotel from our stop. Maybe about 2 short blocks, they're like half blocks. And you can walk down the boardwalk here along the waterfront. You can get to the front lobby that way. You can go to the front lobby through Orange Avenue, whichever way you please.
I'll try to work that out.
Now the hotel, we're going to see it largely without a blueprint. Now they've added on other buildings over the years, but that's kind of the original Victorian section of it. There's also a famous movie that was filmed here in 1959. Now that movie was starring Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon. You might remember this song from the movie, Some Like It Hot. We got Marilyn singing here for you. The Spreckles Organ Pavilion. And as soon as we make our way around the front of it, the organ is housed behind a big metal screen. Every Sunday, they open up that big metal screen and they pull out the pipe organ, and this is what it would sound like if you'd be in the audience. That's why they say Mr. Spreckles was San Diego's first organ donor. I know, we can't resist that one. That's handed to us with that architecture. And then all across the courtyard as we make this turn, to the right is the Museum of Art. There's also the Natural History Museum way down to the right. The zoo is kind of located beyond this brownish wooden-looking structure. The Botanical Building out to the right. And then to the left, you'll see a tall building appearing here in just a moment. And look at some of that gorgeous tile work on the side of that building. That building is called the California Tower. There's a spiral staircase that goes almost all the way up to the top. You might see some people standing up there. But they have just climbed 175 stairs. Boy, I wish they were rewarded with some nice views up on top of there. Now coming up here on the right, you'll see an opening. And then you'll see all the way to the very back the old Globe Theatre, which is a replica of the Globe Theatre that's in London, England, where they show mostly Shakespeare plays. Some Tiffany lead glass windows way up on the far right side, so that home still lived in by a single family as far as I know. Nice house. 1887. Now coming up on the right is my favorite house because it's a true Queen and Victorian, and I just happen to like the front porch. This home was built around the same year as the Hotel Del Cornell in 1888. It's called the Long Waterman House. Mr. Waterman was the former governor of California. He lived here. The tree out front, the magnolia tree planted by Kate Sessions for a wedding that was held here. Isn't that a nice wedding gift? This home today is owned by a CPA firm, Certified Public Accountant. Coming down the hill a little bit to the left is across the street the Garretson House, built in 1896. Now, Mr. Garretson was one of those bankers. He was also chairman of the finance committee to start up Balboa Park, and he lived here with his family. Today, though, it's a law firm, and there's law offices inside that building. Another house coming up on the left, across the street, is a brick home built in 1927, which makes it a little bit newer. It was first lived in by a single family, then it was a boarding house for a while. Today it's an assisted living for seniors. You guys noticed just now, I was looking at another home down there. I don't even know which one that is. We just kind of mentioned the ones up.
Hey my loves, I am here in San Diego taking a little vacay. Right now I'm at a little authentic Mexican restaurant, and I'm about to get me a margarita. I've got some salsa and chips here. I am actually in Old Town Mall. Just stop playing. I am in Old Town, San Diego, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself all alone. So, get ready to show you my margarita. Can you say that that is a nice margarita? Got the salsa and chips going on right here. Got some little souvenirs going on. I'm gonna show you guys around Old Town in a minute after I eat, so I will definitely be back. Yum, yum, yum. That is gonna be good. All right. Hey my loves. Okay, so that was the end of my trip. I didn't show you much because I was too busy having fun and enjoying myself, relaxing, and just kind of, you know, sleeping and doing all that. So I hope you enjoyed my little road trip to San Diego. So like, subscribe, come back for another video, and I will see you next time, my loves. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.